Hi everyone and welcome to another Quickie with King Willy, and look at this! I've got AJ! It's just me and AJ this time. How are you, mate?
I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm really good. I'm so glad you're here because we're going to be working on the ME at last. Woohoo! Can't wait. We got so much storage problems, as you might have noticed, with that ore miner.
Oh, yeah, don't we just?
Oh, crikey. Yeah. We got draconic ore, diamonds, you name it. It's coming out the yazoo. Did you know I had to increase the size of the smeltery to the maximum size just to try and keep up? Yeah, and it's not keeping up. It's mad. Oh, we've got to get this automated stuff going, so we really need an ME. So
we do, and it's really about time we got on with it. So let's do that, shall we?
Yep, I think that's what we're going to get into.
So, guys, welcome back. We did a little transition-y cut thing there because we kind of screwed up the intro, but hey, never mind. That's what it's all about, derping out. And this is what we've built. This is it. How awesome is this? Look at this.
Doesn't that look great? Look, it's powered and everything.
Yeah, it uses so much RF. Christ, I can't even just imagine how awesome this thing is.
I think Mr. Red stripped over the power cable.
Really? Again?
Yeah. Now this machine's not going to work. This is... I'm devastated. I'm devastated.
No, this is not what we're building. This is just placeholder blocks. Of course, anybody who gets started with the ME systems, you know, you've got to build those processors, right? So we went out and got the presses. We did that whole gathering the presses thing. You saw that in the previous episode or previous few episodes ago. And with those presses, we put those in the Inscribers and we create processors. And it's a very, very manual process. You have to do them one by one by one by one. And it takes forever.
Yeah,
so
it does.
We're not going to mess around with that. We're going to automate it immediately. And what we've got here is a collection of 8 Inscribers. Where you see the cobble blocks, that's where we're going to have Inscribers.
That's going to be
cool. The whole system is going to be automated, and it's just going to spit out the chips for us.
That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Because we're going to need 64K chips out the wazoo.
64K chips, definitely. We're not messing around this series.
No.
We are going for a completely overpowered ME system like you have never seen before.
It's going to be amazing. Absolutely epic. You guys are going to go, oh my God. Because I've already seen it. I know what it's going to look like.
So, what you can do for me, King, you see this cardboard box?
Yes.
Take this cardboard box.
You want me to take it?
Take it.
I got it.
Take that cardboard box, go over to the crystal growth accelerators and grab me that chest. Bring it over here.
Aha. So here we go. Right.
So we've been pre-crafting. Sorry, King. We've been pre-crafting a whole load of stuff that we're going to need to do this project today because there was a lot of prep work, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be definitely worth it. So what have we got in here, King?
There we go. Took the box off. Ta-da! Merry Christmas!
Ta-da!
Look at all that stuff there. Oh, we don't even need that capacitor bank in there now.
Oh. Free capacitor bank. So what have we got in here, King? We've got all the stuff by the look of it.
Yeah, we've got some pure Fluix crystals, some pure Certus crystals, some pure Nether crystals. We've got Fluix crystals, iron, sticky pistons. We're going to need some more iron, I think. I'll go grab some more iron.
You might be right.
I'll go grab some more iron for you. We need some
cool. Thank you very much.
Quartz, and we've got we've got all sorts of stuff. Item conduit. We've even got item filters in there. Look. But we're
going to need a lot of item filters. I'll explain how these are going to work shortly. So these resources down the bottom here, the pistons, the fluix, the iron, this is to make the Inscribers. So first thing we want to do, let's go over and grab this crafting table from over here.
Yeah, just break that.
Because we're going to want this.
Yeah, that's just my little work area for upgrading these void stuff.
Cool. So I think first things first is we'll go ahead and make all the Inscribers. That's going to be really, really simple, really, really quick. Inscriber, if I put it in my JEI, we bring it up. Now, I do want to bring something up real quick. we are aware of the advanced inscriber from AE2 stuff, but we're not going to be using that this series.
No.
Because a lot of people, applied energistics is really, really complicated, and anyone who's getting started with this stuff, they're going to be looking on YouTube, they're going to be looking on Google, they're going to be thinking, how do I do this? I want someone to show me how to do it. And so if we're using all these funky blocks from other mods that people might not be running, then it's just going to cause confusion. So we're just going to stick with basically the default inscribers, so that we can help as many people as possible with this.
Well, that's right. We made the executive decision. We went, no, we want to go traditional on this, so that's what we're going to do, because it can be a very tricky situation, and some people out there just genuinely don't know how to make things, and they want to know. So this is what this is. It's going to be a mini tutorial at the same time as us building it for ourselves.
Yeah. And as you're watching these videos, if at any time you've got any questions or you're not sure on something that we've done, pop a comment down below. We'll try and help you out. We'll try and explain it for you.
Yep. Or we'll even refer you to the minute in the video where we do it, and we say, look, go to minute 47, and 3 minutes 56. It shows you at that point that we do this, and that'll help a lot of people out. I'm sure of it.
All right. So the inscribers are now ready to go in.
Yep.
So let's waste no time in doing that. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then we have one there, and one there.
The wrong way. That one.
And that is around the wrong way. We can fix that. Do you know what we need to fix that?
You got your little spanner?
Yeah, we need a spanner. So I'm going to get my spanner. I'm going to probably annoy some people. I'm going to use the Ender IO one.
Okay.
They're going to be like, you need to use a Certus Quartz one.
No, you don't. Yeah.
You don't.
You just got to. Yep. Now you got to rotate.
There we go. That's
sideways.
That's
now.
Upside down. That's upside down. That needs to be.
Yeah, it's all.
We'll figure that out.
It's all fiddly.
All right. So if we get rid of those, we'll also get rid of these block glitches, because I can see glitchy bits of light, which looks really bad.
Okay.
So get rid of all of those.
They're gone. They're gone.
They're gone. So what we've got here, King, is the bottom row.
Yeah.
This makes the first stage. So your gold, your diamonds, everything goes in these.
Mm-hmm.
These middle ones, okay, they make the silicon.
Mm-hmm.
And then the top three combine all of that together to make the end result.
Brilliant. And then we can just pass that off into a great big honking chest.
Yeah, pretty much. There'll be one chest on this side, one chest on this side, input, output. It's really, really simple. And you might be wondering why they're laid out this way. And it's so that we don't have to rotate the inscribers or mess around with them, basically, because, as you know, when you're doing inscribers, you have to put your inputs on specific sides, right?
Yes, that's
so
exactly
doing it
right.
This way,
yeah, you have to do it. It's one of those things, and that's
going to bug you, isn't it?
It is. It's bothering me, so I did it.
All right, let's get this started, shall we? Obviously, let's take all of this stuff out, and what we need to do first off,
there we go,
is provide power to these bad boys.
All right.
So King's gone ahead and made some Ender energy conduits for us.
That's how we're connecting this up. We're going to connect this up with Ender IO conduits and stuff like that. We're not going to be using any other fancy stuff. This stuff works. We've played with it. We've tried all the others out, and this stuff is the only stuff that's reliable with this mod pack at the moment. So
yeah, exactly.
We're happy with this, and that's what we're going to stick with. If you don't like it, well, feel free to cry.
Yeah. All right, so what we've got is we want to put each of these on input mode.
Okay, I'll run around. And
so input mode.
Insert.
Insert mode.
All right, this is the bottom row's finished now.
Yeah, there we go. And then if we hook those up to this.
Insert.
Like this. One there, one there. One there. One there. One there and one there. I think actually we can move this in by one. So let's move it in by one because it'll look cleaner.
Oh, okay.
We're all about clean.
Yep.
So get rid of those and move it in by one so it matches this one.
Oh, you forgot one on the back there. You broke it off. There it is.
Didn't I? I think I took that one out by mistake.
I think your power pick went a bit crazy. I think that's what happened there.
Yeah,
Right,
I think you might be right.
insert. I'll take
Okay.
that bad boy off. There we go.
And then we'll take that off and that off. There we go. So we have our power now.
It's just all connected up like that. It's pretty easy to follow. It's not a real issue. See, if we wanted to make it pretty, all we got to do is break those ones off. There, like that. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we can make it pretty for people. If we really wanted to tidy it up, which, yeah, well, why not? There we go.
Yeah, that's actually a lot better. I like that. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's tidy. There you go. See, so that's not hard to follow at home. Look, guys, that's pretty simple. Like, let's be honest.
That's the easy bit. That's the power sorted.
Yeah.
So next thing, obviously, we want to figure out how to get our items into the necessary spots. Okay, so we're going to use a whole load of Ender.io item conduit, and we're going to use a bunch of item filters, basically to determine or to basically set which item goes into which conduit.
Right.
So just spam all of your conduits into these gaps, like this, like this, like that. And you're going to want conduit underneath as well.
I've put some more.
This is going to be
conduit in
pulling
chest.
the finished product out of these bottom ones.
Wow.
And you're also going to want conduit on the top. So all the conduit in all the holes everywhere. Now,
that looks really epic.
yeah, doesn't it just?
Oh, I don't want a facade over that. I want that to look really. I want that to stay like that. That just looks good.
So it does look good. This is why I like applied Energistics with Ender.io. It just goes together so well.
It does, doesn't it? It looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. So let's not mess around. First thing we want to do is, obviously, we need to take the finished product from the bottom of these. So we might as well go ahead and put an item filter in each one of these and turn on the extract. You're going to want to do this for each one of these underneath.
From the bottom one, every single one?
Yep.
Okay.
What we'll do is
I don't have the item filters, but I can set them to extract at any rate. Oh, they're all default
Yeah,
extract.
that's a good idea.
Oh,
If you do
I'm
that.
taking the redstone, so it's always active.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what we want.
Yep. Let me just check these ones here, make sure. Yep.
All right, where do we have the presses, King?
The presses are in the ME.
Presses. Let's get our presses. So what we need is our inscriber calculation press, our engineering press, our logic press, and our silicon press. Oh, good. We do have more than one silicon press. So let's just go ahead and put those straight in, shall we?
We shall.
So, well, I shall.
You shall.
Watch
yeah.
this.
Right. Which one are you working on? That.
So that is the silicon press.
Oh,
And
seeing the silicon
another-
press, we put that in there.
Yeah, and in the bottom we're going to have our... So what do we want on this side? Logic press on this side.
Yeah.
This one I think is the engineering press.
Yep.
And then this one is the calculation press.
Yep. That's
There we
right.
go.
And we're going to want a second. Oh, you've done that. You've just done that already.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're
So
miles
based
ahead of
on that, you can infer now that what we want to be doing is we want to be putting gold into the side of these so that it's been a while since I've done these, to be honest with you. I think gold goes in the side.
Gold goes in logic.
Yeah, I tell you what, we'll figure this out together. So let's grab a gold ingot real quick and let's see which hole it goes in, shall we?
Yep. You do that while I unload this chunk.
All right, yeah, you help out Koala. I mean, he does need a lot of help because he's a bit of a scrub, so we're trying to help old Koala out.
Yeah, he's having issues.
Yeah. All right,
Crazy
yeah. So I was right. Gold goes in the side. Okay. And so let's open up the side. We need to change this to insert, and we're going to add an item filter, and we're going to put a gold ingot
In the item filter, so that we know that gold ingots only go in there and nothing else.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
And that's coming in from this side here, which we can see.
Yeah.
There it is, guys. Yep, that's great.
And actually, this top one, this top one now, if I can access it,
from the
There
very
we go,
top.
got it. We can turn that one off because we're not going to need that one.
Okay.
So I've actually got the printed logic circuit here. So if I put that in my filter and I grab my chest now, I have it here in my inventory. So one chest there, and if I put one chest there, what you should see is if I put my gold in there and I set this to extract, gold goes in there.
Oh,
Are you
look at
watching?
that. Yes.
Gold is in there.
Squash.
Squash. And eventually, when I set this to extract, it will go into this chest. Watch. Insert.
Or did it
Well, that's
sneak
the
over
plan
that one?
anyway. Did you steal it?
No, I didn't steal it at all. At all.
Well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
so
do
that is
such
the
a
plan. That is the plan. Never mind. We'll get rid of those. We don't need those. I was just demonstrating how that's going to work. So that's basically, that is basically the concept here of what we're doing. We're setting up item filters. And so what we're going to do is we're going to repeat what we've just done. And
on
I
each
think
of these. Yeah, yep. Get each of these done. This will be really,
So-
really good. This
one is engineering. So to make an engineering press, I think it's diamond. Yeah, it's diamond. So I tell you what, King, if you want to go ahead and finish this bottom row, I'll work on the middle row with the silicon. And it's going to be much of the same. So let me think. Silicon goes in the side, I think. Let's find out, shall we?
I think we've got
Silicon,
a diamond.
right?
Yep, we've got a diamond.
So this one, silicon goes.
What's
Awesome. Okay, so this is another
And what's this one
in
here?
the
This
side
one
kind of
is-
jobby. How's it going, King?
Yeah, this one does the calculation. So that's, what is that? I can't remember. Let me look that up. Calculation is, where are we? Calculation.
Let's turn that off. There we go. We don't need those.
Printed calculation. So is pure Certus quartz. That's what it was. I knew it was. I knew we had it. I just couldn't remember.
Turn that on. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Is it?
So we could set the filter on this one to pure Certus quartz.
That's better.
There we go. All right, that's going to work nicely. So there's the three things at the bottom set up. These ones here don't have filters in the bottom yet for the silicon. So I'll grab the filters for those. No, I won't, because there's none in there. And I'll grab some silicon, because I know I ground some up the other day with the sag mill. You guys all saw that. So look at that. There's silicon out the yu-yang. So
Insert and insert. All right. So we're now ready to set the silicon inscribers up. So what I've done is you'll see this side is extracting the silicon, and it's going to go up into this one. So if we change this to insert, that's on insert now, and this side, have you noticed, King, in 1.10 we have collision boxes, so we keep bumping into each other,
yes,
don't we?
Yes, we do. Where are you
Yeah.
setting your item filter for the silicon? On the top, is it?
No, underneath.
Okay, there's no filters
Underneath.
in there. There's no filters in there. And they're set
There
on
isn't yet.
extract
No, I
mode.
haven't done the top yet. I'm working on the middle. So
So it's got to be on insert mode. I'm doing the
what
middle
we
row.
need-
I'm doing the middle row, and they're all on insert mode now.
cool, good, good.
So I need you. I don't have any filters, so I'm going to have to get you to drop filters in those for me. So I
No, that's fine. I'll do the filters. That one is also on insert. There we go. That one's on insert. What we can do actually, this middle one, this middle one's a bit special because we need to have this conduit doing both insert and extract.
Oh, okay, right. Yep. Yep.
We're going to need a filter for both of those operations. So this one can be insert in and out, and this one is also in and out.
Right.
And we'll change the color so they don't conflict.
Okay, cool.
So red, and then extract will be green.
And you want silicon in both of these?
Yes.
Like that?
Yep, that's right. That's right. That's spot on.
So there we go. Red and green, they're both getting their silicon now. So they'll get squashed happily.
So you can see, based on the arrows, we've got green network going in. So, and we've also got red network coming out. But because red only goes to one place, it's only going to go up into this inscriber, not anywhere else.
Yep. I see that works well. That works.
Okay,
really
so we have a printed silicon. Good, excellent. Let's grab a normal silicon from the ME.
No, some in the chest.
Okay.
See, I just stuck it there when you weren't watching.
I'm blind.
No.
Blind.
I stuck it there after you looked and said, "See, it's there." You didn't. See
Oh, you trolling me?
Yeah, a little
trolling
bit.
me.
Little bit.
Flipping it.
Could be worse. I could be putting diamonds on the floor.
You could be. All right, so we've got this now. We've got this. So you can see that now for the left one, King. And
on the
if you want to go and this left inscriber here, if you want to go and
Top
copy
row
that configuration,
or middle row or bottom row?
the middle row for the silicon. Okay.
For the
If you want to copy what I've done on that left one and do it on the right one, so they can see on your screen how it's done.
Oh, way out the right hand side or on the left hand side of? Oh no,
so way out. The extract is coming on this side, on the right hand
I'll
side.
need a printed silicon. Where do we have one?
Oh, sorry. Yes. I'll put it in the chest for you. Here we go.
Excellent.
And there's also some filters in there. You're going to need those.
Yeah, I'll grab half. Okay, so put a
Let me take some of those back.
Put the filter in. Simple as that. And drop the silicon in there. And whitelisted. Now, I don't need to make that any specific color because it's going straight upstairs.
Yeah, it's all fairly straightforward.
Yep.
So up on the top here, obviously this is going to be the final product up here. So we can't put those filters in yet. We need to make up some of these things. So we'll revisit those in a few moments.
Yeah.
The next thing I think we want to do is let's go ahead and make up some of the first stage components using this bottom row. We'll have to do that manually.
Yes.
But we'll need those to progress.
Okay.
So
I'll grab some gold. Straight up.
Diamonds.
And I'll start feeding this bad boy with the gold. Okay. And they're stacking, but they're not stacking in. I have to do it manually. So that's okay.
Yeah, they don't stack.
I'll just do like how many?
They don't stack. That's exactly why we're building this, because nothing stacks. It's all manual, no stack, it's rubbish.
It takes forever to do this, guys. One by one.
They're
As you
so
can
slow.
see.
But we can speed these up with acceleration cards, and we'll do that at a later date.
Yeah, but this is just to get it done. All right, I got 6 gold. So
just one will suffice.
yeah. Well, I got 6 I made. So there we go. We're ahead.
Check you
For a
out.
change.
Check you out. All right, everybody, we are back, and she is working like a dream. Look at this.
Look at that. It's a sight to behold. It's almost magical. It's hypnotic. It's hypnotic watching them just compress and doing all the work for us. Ha ha! Just a few tricky bits with filters, wasn't it? So we got that sorted out.
Absolutely. They are so fiddly, these filters, but we got them in. We got them done in the end, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be easier because obviously you saw us trying to explain it there. I think it's going to be easier. Don't you agree, King? That if we just show you.
That's right. But people, you'll notice the top right one isn't working. Well, that's simply because I've got the last of our pure Certus crystal in my hand. I wanted to make sure that while we were doing this, we didn't run out. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely put that in and demonstrate it at the end so that you can see them all working. But yeah, they're all going great guns at the moment. It's sucking up all the resources: redstone, gold, diamonds, silicon, and the pure Certus. If I drop one in, well, not all of them in. What am I doing? All right, half of them in. And you'll see that the top right one starts working as well. Crunch, there it went. Beautiful. All right. Can you show us everybody? Can you show everybody for me, Mr. AJ?
Mr. AJ? Yeah, all right. So we'll start with the bottom left. I think we'll start with the bottom left and we'll go along the bottom row, up to the middle row, and then finally with the top row.
Yeah.
So as you just you just saw,
I'm sure I saw it.
we've got all of our raw materials in here, and on this chest, this filter here is an input and output thingy, and basically what we're doing is we are inserting, I don't know quite why gold is on there, but yeah, we're inserting printed silicon back into this chest, and we're also extracting basically everything, okay?
Yeah, that's
so
exactly
starting
what's
with
happening.
this first inscriber, this is the logic press. Now, to make the logic press, you need to put in gold. You can see it here on the little GUI.
Yeah.
Gold goes in, printed logic circuit comes out. So what we need for that is on the Ender conduit here, we've got it set to input and output mode.
Yep, with the filter. Yep. And
yeah,
gold
with
in
the
it.
filter. So if you open up that GUI, what you'll see is insert has a basic item filter saying insert gold ingot and nothing else. And then if you switch to the extract, you'll see it says extract, printed logic circuit, and nothing else. So that is that one. That's pretty straightforward. Not a lot of people, I don't think, are aware that you can do input and output on these conduits. And it's a really, really powerful feature. I like it a lot. So the second one, the middle one on the bottom row, is obviously the engineering circuit. So you see we're putting diamonds in and we're extracting printed engineering circuits. So for this filter, it's very, very similar, in fact, to the previous one. So you're inserting diamonds and you're extracting the printed engineering circuit.
See how that is? That's just so easy to do.
Yeah. And then if you switch to the last one, you'll see a bit of a pattern coming along. So if you open this one, this is the printed calculation circuit, and this is the one that requires the pure Certus quartz. So you see that's why there's nothing in there at the moment.
I'll put a couple in just to make it happen.
So there you go. There's one in there now. So you saw King just put that in the chest, and it automatically placed it in this inscriber. And it did that because if you open the filter interface, you'll see we have a basic item filter for pure Certus quartz.
Yep.
And then an extract filter for printed calculation circuit. So yeah, you see, you're just repeating the same thing on the bottom.
That's right. And that's all our basic circuits done. To make the advanced or the completed circuit, you need the silicon, right? So that's why we've got 2 silicon presses in here. To be totally 100% efficient, we would probably have 3, but this looks cooler. I think it does
this
anyway.
is a cool design. Exactly.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's got
why
the
I went
silicon
for it.
inscriber in there, and it just squashes silicon, and bang. And the silicon's not storing in there like the gold printed logic circuits and stuff, because it's under demand. It's really under demand from the top guys. The top 3 want that. Now they're set up exactly the same way, with an insert being silicon and an output being printed silicon. Both of those are the same, insert and output. Okay, that works very, very easily for us, and it works nicely. Do you want to explain the top row for us?
Yeah. So as I say, you will see a pattern appearing here. Basically, it's all about the item filters. They are the key thing that make this whole system work. That's literally all it is to it, and it's a real fiddle to get them set up correctly. But when you do, it works well. And don't be discouraged, actually, if you're setting this thing up and you start getting things in the wrong places and they're going to the wrong locations. Basically, because until you've got all of your item filters set up correctly, it just isn't going to work full stop.
That's right.
So,
and you'll see it straight away, because the wrong things will go into the wrong slots. Like this,
exactly. So it's pretty good for troubleshooting.
Yeah, it is very, very good for troubleshooting. Like currently we're making, what is it here? The logic processors, okay? So for that we need some printed silicon coming in from the bottom. We need some printed logic circuits, which is the gold ones we made at the very bottom row. They go in there, and then we need to add redstone. They get squashed together. So from the bottom, it's only on insert mode. It doesn't need to output there, because all we want is the printed silicon to go in. If we go up to the top and look in there, it's only on insert mode. So the printed logic circuits that we made down below only come in. But on the side, we have input and output. So we've got that redstone coming in, and then the completed product is coming out, which is going to be anything that's completed product. We don't need to actually put an item in the item filter for that, because there's nothing else it can take out except the completed circuit. And
yeah, exactly.
That's just rinsed and repeated across the top 3. Basically, it all comes down into the chest at the end here. Open that up and have a look at that bad boy. Oh my god.
This has been running for about 5 minutes, wouldn't you say?
5 or 10 tops. Tops, 10 minutes. Absolutely tops. Okay, you cannot make a stack by hand in 10 minutes. Okay, that's just astounding. Now, the next trick is with this, which is what the next episode or the next logical step from this, is to turn these into the computer chips, the memory cards. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to mean I will be, or we will, whoever's on with me when we do it, we'll be running a pipe from here, which is the item conduit, and it'll go around the back and all the way over to here. And then what we'll do is we'll have a whole row of these automatic crafting stations. And the crafting stations, okay, OCD's got you, hasn't it? On cam, it got you. All right.
There's that deliberately.
Yes. No, I just don't worry about them. They don't bother me. Only the trees bother me. In your face. Yes. Ow! You whopped me. You whopped me with something. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we'll have the items all come into here, and then they will get crafted into 1K chips, and then they will go move along and they'll get crafted into 4K chips. They'll move along, get crafted into 16K chips, then move along, get crafted into 64K chips, and spit out into a chest for us, ready to rock and roll. I might even make it an extra one which turns them into the actual casing with the chip as well, and it's just totally done. So all we got to do is come over here, keep this thing fed because it's a hungry little thing. So keep that fed, and as soon as we've got enough chips for the ME to do that, we will be remote sending the items directly to here, so we don't even have to fill that whatsoever. So it's going to be a totally complete system, you know. But right now, it's hypnotic. I just love it. I just love watching this thing work.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
And we didn't have to make any of them by hand. Not one.
Not one. Not one.
How cool is that?
Well, I think we could call this here. What do you think?
I think we can. I think we can. That's a success if ever I saw it.
I just looked over there to try and find you, but you weren't. You're over here. Yeah. I do that. So anytime you ever see one of them not working, it means it's waiting for another part. That's what that means. And
that's right. Exactly.
The slow point in this is going to be the silicon. So what'll end up happening is the other materials will run out. I'll fill this chest with silicon. See, we're out of silicon, so I can run and grab some more really quickly before I end this episode. I'll just grab a big heap because we've been grinding up our redstone blocks and our redstone ore and bits of sand and gravel until we've gotten enough silicon. I've been doing that for a little while, so we had silicon for this particular job. You guys saw me.
Stuff.
You guys all saw me doing that the other day. So now that the silicon's back in, the silicon presses are going to be working overtime. That's their job.
Yep, there we go.
And yeah, that's what they'll do. The silicon will come back in here. You'll see it. Boom! There it goes. It came back into the chest for a second there, and then the silicon gets dragged up to wherever it's needed, and that top right one just crushed and worked. So it was waiting on silicon. So anytime you see one that's just sitting there, it means it's waiting for something, and means like we can come running over here and straight away we can see there's nothing in this middle one here, so it means we're short on diamonds, and this one here means we're short on pure Certus quartz. So if we go to the chest, I'm fairly certain there'll be none in it. Yep.
No, there isn't.
And so that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to grind up these, smash up, break up all these diamond ores that we've got, and we'll fill these bad boys up. But that is a completed 100% automated inscribing machine setup. I suppose that's what you want to call it. The Inscribertron 3501. Something like that.
I like that name.
Yep.
That's good.
There, that looks like an absolute beast. I don't even want anybody to cover the pipes on that. I just love the look of it. It's very industrial looking. It looks
It
beautiful.
is, isn't it? I know you love that industrial stuff.
Oh, I love the way it... I'm not a fan of hiding the piping and the workings of stuff. I really like to see it. I know a lot of people... You could facade that quite easily and be just a flat wall and you wouldn't see a thing.
No, that's right.
Which will probably end up happening when we move this, because we will move this. And we'll put it closer to its own area and fully automate it and so forth. And it'll be all hidden. And you just hit a remote in your hand and it'll automatically make whatever you want it to make. And you'll be able to just sit in front of it and just click your little button and say, I want you to make 500 of them. And it'll do it. It'll just fire up and away it'll go. But that's an advanced in the ME lineup. That's not now. That's going to be a lot of episodes away before we do that. But right now we need this so we can get our MEs, make the ME controllers and make some drives. That's what we need to do. And this is our first big step towards that. What do you think?
Sure is. Gee, you talk some, don't you? Crikey.
Oh, I do. I waffle
I
on.
can't get a word in edgeways with you. Bloody hell.
You just
So,
butt in.
guys, that is going to do us for today. That's the longest outro I've ever heard, King. And I know you get stick for it in the comments, so
I do.
I'm giving you stick for it.
Yep.
You have like verbal diarrhea. So, guys, that is going to do us for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Give it a smash. And if you feel inspired by today's build it yourself and let us know how you get on.
Yeah.
Like I say, if you have any issues or any problems or you have any suggestions where we can improve, then leave them down below in the comments and we'll get back to you.
Absolutely. This is one of the best things you could build, this.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Certainly for early game applied energistics. So I think, guys, that is going to do us for today. So until next time, I will catch you guys later.
Thanks.
Say goodbye, King Willy.
See you later, AJ. Thanks for coming along and giving me a hand with this. It's always good to get a second set of eyes. So once again, flick the like button and I'm going to catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.